Good evening, everyone. I was thinking today, because it's Easter weekend, we could do a little bit of a Morrowind equivalent of an Easter egg hunt. So I thought, what better way than to revisit one of the old mods I made a long time ago. I used to do a little bit of modding back in the day, about 10 years ago. Haven't modded in a long time. But one of the mods I did make was a series of linking books for the various towns, cities, and villages across Vardenfell. So I was thinking for our Easter egg hunt, we could use the linking books as the Easter eggs because the way the mod is built, the books are hidden in those towns. And I did make a list of all the interiors that the books are hidden in just to save us a little bit of time because there are 23 of them and they're all over the game map. So we're going to have to move between the towns quickly. And there are a few towns and villages that don't have any fast travel. Those we're going to have to walk to. So we will be using our standard utility equipment, aka cheats, for those. But I think we should be able to get through. We should be able to find all 23 books in a couple of hours if we move efficiently and don't get distracted. So we're not going to be doing too much playing around tonight, other than going to the cities, to the designated interiors, and looking for the books within those interiors. But some of the books are well hidden, so we may be in some of the cities for a few minutes, even though I have a list of which interiors we're going to. Give us a moment. We're having a technical issue. I've already got the game set up. I'm going to go ahead and start setting up the character while... Q Caller is in the room with me tonight. He may or...
I won't be staying for long, though.
He may or may not be making commentary.
It's been a rough day, so I'm going to just be in the background over here.
So while he's resolving our technical issues, I'm going to go ahead and start setting up our character. And I was thinking we could be...
I spelled uncle wrong. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with today?
I was thinking for our Easter egg hunt. Oh, wrong setting. There we are. I did a list of the cities so we can keep track of our progress. And I was thinking for our Easter egg today, we could make our niece in the game because Easter egg hunts are typically done by children.
I was thinking we could be... Ooh.
Can you mute the TV, please?
Yes.
Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Is there a way to get the chat up on the TV? Or would you have to stream from the phone?
I'd have to stream from the phone, and that's not compatible with the Roku.
Ouch.
I'm going to...
So, can you watch chat for me then? On your computer?
Yeah, I'll set up a second monitor, but I'm not going to stay... I don't think I'm going to stay for the whole thing.
Alright.
Because I'm going to go to bed a little early.
As you can see, I've set up a list of the villages so we can keep track of where we've been and what we found. And it looks like I will have to... Actually, I'm just testing out my town list real quick. I want to make sure it's working. I put a symbol in, it didn't populate. There it goes. I'm just testing to see if my little checklist thingy works.
Go ahead and get started. I'll get in whenever I get in.
Alright. I'm just testing my thing. It looks like I do have to click save every time. That's going to be a pain. Yeah, I'm going to have to click save every time. Alright, every time we find a book, I'll have to go in and manually update the checklist. And you'll see that little symbol by the numbers appear by each village we have visited. And since the game starts in Seyda, we'll go ahead and knock that village out as soon as we land. Let's go ahead and start the new character process. So we're going to build Shayna in the game. Shayna is our niece. And when you play the playable children in the game, they're teenagers. So we're basically gonna age her up about a decade because she's still little. All right, so now I'm looking at the game. And it takes a bit to come up because it takes a bit to load because of all the mods I have going on. Why does it say I have 2 Morrowinds? Oh no. Alright, it's loading.
Let me get it. Just so that I can monitor audio. I'm gonna connect my headphones. Link these first.
Should come up any moment. There we go. We're gonna do the quick start like we always do. And we're gonna make... Let me see here. We want... You know what? She's little, so let's look at the wood elf faces. Let's see here. What kind of hair do we want to give her?
No viewers currently.
That's okay. We'll get viewers later. It's an Easter egg hunt. She's got long hair.
Long, light brown hair. Almost like a dirty blonde.
We don't have to make her exact, though.
We don't, but make it close.
That's what I'm trying. And remember, these are teenage faces, so she's gonna look a little bit older in the game.
Yeah, you already said that.
How's that look? Hold on. The stream view is lagging quite a bit behind. We're still clicking through options.
On my monitor, which is updated to you now, hair's a little too dark.
Hair's too dark?
Mm-hmm.
That's too light, though. She's not...
She's not blonde.
Like I said, we don't have to make her exact.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Alright, we'll go with this. Alright. And Shayna is... And we're not going to do the thing that I usually do at the end of stream, the way I normally end the character, because this is our niece we were talking about. You've seen the end of my streams, Morrowind streams before.
No, I haven't.
I normally take off the flight ring while I'm in the sky.
Oh, you kill him?
Let's see, and she will be a healer. And she's under the sign of the lady.
Whatever is closest to Virgo.
The lady, I think. So we'll go up to the guy, get our papers. And of course we'll go to the...
Someone with your good looks needs more clothing.
Oh, Garrett's is here.
Oh.
Garrett's, he's your usual.
So we're going to... You know what? The armor set that I usually put on my characters doesn't make sense for her. We're just going to go get that cheap robe from the trade house. So we're going to go to the trade house and pick up our robe. Where'd it go? Right there. And there she is.
Do you want something?
That kind of looks like her. Just a little bit.
She's cute.
Well, the real thing is cuter. Now we're going to go over to the lighthouse, get our utility stuff. And while we're in the lighthouse, according to this list, that's the interior that the Seda Neen book is in. So we're just going to go over to the lighthouse. We're going to pick up our utilities. And then we're going to hunt for the book in the lighthouse. We'll pick up just enough gold that we can keep going on fast travel whenever possible. Because otherwise we'll be out here for we'll just be walking around for a few hours. We don't want to do that.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
And it's so dark in here so we definitely want to get our utility stuff so that we can actually see what we're doing. Alright, let's get the utility stuff first, and then we'll look for the book. We will take a weapon, just in case. And we will take the defense ring, just in case. The hippie ring we won't need tonight. I'll show that on another stream. Flying ring, just in case. Utility ring we always use. And let's take some gold. I don't want a lot of gold. That's gonna take forever. Let's just do 1 click's worth. If I move the mouse 1 pixel, 64,000. That's overkill for what we'll need it for today. But at least it's better than nothing. Now we're going to look around the lighthouse to see if we can find the book. Right there! We already found the first book. We're going to take that. And just a note about the linking books. The books teleport you to the town that they're for. Just like the linking books in Myst. The big difference from the linking books in the Myst series is that in the Myst series, when you go through a linking book, the book stays behind where it is. I designed the linking books for Morrowind so that they teleport with you. To use it, you just drop a book and pick it back up. And it'll go back in your inventory and you'll teleport to the middle of the town. There we go. That's a demonstration of the linking book. Now let's begin our quest. And we're not going to go get the wolf or anything. He'll just get in the way. We want to move it relatively efficiently. So let me go mark it. Let me go mark Seda Neen on our checklist
you got
real
the
quick.
sound effect too. I love it.
So let's go. We got Seda Neen, so we'll do that. And Seda Neen should be populating on the checklist.
All right then, I'm listening.
Meanwhile, let's go ahead and do, I have it set up so all Silt Striders go to all Silt Strider ports. So let's do all the Silt Striders, all the boats, and then there's some things we'll have to walk to. Let's go ahead and do Balmora, because from Balmora, it's just a short walk to Pelagiad. And in Balmora, the book is somewhere in the Guild of Fighters. So we'll head straight to the Guild of
Where
Fighters.
would you like to go?
Be well, traveler.
Okay, we need to go to the Fighters Guild. That's the Trader. That's the Mage Guild.
Do you need something?
This is the Fighters Guild. I do not remember where in the interior it is, so we might be here for a couple minutes. I think I put it in the basement, but I'm not sure. And I did make sure that none of the books were behind locked doors. But they can be behind doors, just not behind locked doors, and not in containers. Okay, it doesn't look like it's this room. There we go! We found the second book already. Yeah, that's a nice looking picture. It captures the river in the middle of town. Let's go ahead and use it. And we can check Balmora off the list. And you know what? I'm gonna save after each book. Actually, I'm gonna call this one Easter, because this is our equivalent of an Easter egg hunt. So after we find each book, I'll go ahead and save. And that way we don't crash and burn in the middle of our running around. And even if we do, we don't lose anything. Alright, we're gonna go to Pelagiad next, because there's no fast travel to Pelagiad. So we gotta find our way back to the exit of town. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. I must be a little tired, that's okay. Let me reorient myself. Alright, so that's looking into the town. So we want to go this way. And we gotta go down the path till we see a signpost and take the arrow pointing towards Pelagiad. So we'll take the path until we see a signpost. Alright, there's a signpost. Which way do I want to go? Caldera's that way. Pelagiad is keep going down this path. Okay. Is that a fort or is that the town? No, this is Moonmoth Fort. This is not the town. So instead we want to go this path. Over here. Ghost Gate is that way. So after Pelagiad, we'll come back this way and we'll hit Ghost Gate. Because that's another place that doesn't have fast travel, which is relatively around here. Pelagiad is this way, it said. we'll fast travel all the towns for which it's possible to fast travel. That way we don't have to do as much time running around. But some towns just don't have that option. And I'm not going to console us into Pelagiad. That's a little cheaty. Then again, the defense for any LEUs of the Cliff Racers attack us is kind of cheaty as well. And we're being chased by a Cliff Racer. Why am I not surprised? And it doesn't look like we're actually on a path right now. We're lost. Alright. Looks like this might be a path. Let's follow to the next signpost and see if we can get back on the right road. Yeah, we're definitely on a path now. I think that's one of the shrines for the Armor Quest series that I still have yet to show you guys. We'll do that someday soon. Alright, signpost, Pelagiad. We're going the right way. And I think that's it, right up ahead. You see that little town right up ahead with what looks like a fort? I think we're here. And in Pelagiad, we need to go into Fort Pelagiad. Which is the big building in the back. Now this is a bigger building, and so we might be in here a little while searching. I have no idea where the book is in here. Okay. Clearly it's hidden somewhere. That's not it. My chart clearly said the book is in this interior, so south wall. Oh, we found it already. It was just in the basement underneath the steps. Alright, we'll save. I'll mark us on the checklist. We got Pelagiad. And now we're gonna come out of town and look at the signposts and see if we are not gonna fast travel out. We could fast travel out of here we could use the book to go back to Balmoral or State of Neen. But I want to see if we're still on a path towards Ghostgate. Because that's another town that doesn't have fast travel. So we're looking for a signpost right now. If we can hit Ghostgate, then we'll be in good shape. could really use a signpost right about now. Okay, he wants me to pay him. I don't feel like taking the time to combat right now. Molag Mar is another town which does not have fast travel, I don't think. Ghost Gate, we went the wrong way. Let's see, that signpost said to go this path. Sometimes it feels... I forgot to update the number at the top of the checklist, so I'll do that next time we pick up a book. Ghost Gate is this way, I think that said. Yeah, we gotta keep going down this way. And the reason I have the game music turned off, it's wonderful exploration music, but the reason I have it turned off is because of Twitch regulations, so I figure it's best just to leave the music off. Let's try not run this thing. I don't want to take the time to fight right now. Fine! I don't want to lose my range either. Okay. Why is my weapon... Alright, finally a hit. A couple more of those and we'll be on our way. Man, that thing is ugly. It deserves to die. Did I say that? Well, that's kind of the way my sport campaign went. The ugly ones die. Attacking me from behind, while the Nyx Hound was attacking me from the front. Man, these wild beasts are good at flanking. This is really wasting my time. I came here to hunt for books, not to fight a bunch of wildlife. Alright, let's... We're still being swung at? 2 rats? 3 rats? Now, if I didn't have the utility ring, I'd be long dead by now. Okay, I think that's everything. And I used the hound to mark my way forward, so let's keep rolling. We're looking for the next signpost. We don't want to get come off the path. And it looks like there's a Daedric ruin up ahead, but we're not concerned about it. Again? Cliff racers. The most annoying thing about Morrowind. There are so many memes about cliff racers, and well, they're well deserved at this point. Because you can't go anywhere now in Morrowind without being swarmed by these things. Did I just curse on camera? I'm sorry. I think I violated the Twitch rules. Sorry about that. That really is how I feel about cliff racers. I hate things. As does everybody else who loves Morrowind. Still being swung at this. And now we have a dust storm on top of everything else. Let's keep going down the path before we get there soon. Please ignore the snoring you hear on stream. It appears Cube Caller has fallen asleep. If his snoring gets too loud, I'll try and relocate him. Did you hear the comment I just made about you? You know what? Cliff racers are stupid. We're switching to defense ring. My bodyguard will take care of them. Okay, I can see ghost fence. That's a good thing. It means we're going semi in the right direction. See that glowing blue wall over there? That's part of what we're going to. That's totally irrelevant to what we're streaming tonight, Club. I don't even know who that is, so... And we have a dust storm attacking us on top of everything else. You know what? This is insane. We're going for a fly. I want to make sure we have good experience. That's good. Alright, there's Ghost Fence. We're just going to follow it around to where the Ghost Entrance is. Right there! Turns out all I had to do is keep going straight. Okay then! And Ghost Gate, we're looking for the Tower of Dawn. This is an endgame area. So, we're here, like, at the very beginning of our run. It says a model load error. Let's just keep going. So somewhere in this Tower of Dawn will be the next book. No, it's my list says Tower of Dawn, not Tower of Dawn lower level. Was there an entrance there? We'll find it, don't worry. And that's a missing texture. Probably something broken.
Ghost
Okay.
Gate is not for the
Let's
weak,
look around. The
Outlander.
book can be anywhere. There's a book. We already found Ghost Gate. And we teleported. We linked directly into a cliff racer event. What we're gonna do now, I don't want to save here because we're in the middle of the wilderness. I'm gonna instead teleport to Balmora so that we can use the Mage Guild to link over to Caldera. And I'll save when we get to Balmora, since we just got the Ghost Gate book. And I'll mark Ghost Gate on our checklist. Give me a moment to mark the checklist. And we're at 4 of 23 now. And we're gonna now go Mages Guild into. We'll use the Mages Guild teleport into Caldera. I hear crunching on stream. Is somebody snacking? Yeah, it looks like you call her snacking.
I suppose I have a moment. What is
that
it?
the teleporter? Yeah. We're gonna go to Caldera. And the Mage Guild is the
Go
only.
ahead.
The Mage Teleporter is the only
Yes,
transportation,
Outlander.
fast travel
What do you want?
into and out of Caldera. So when we're done in Caldera, we'll use the Guild Guide to go over to Aldrune for the next book. Aldrune takes a bit of exploration to get to. In Caldera, we're looking for the. Oh, the book was in the Guild of Mages. We didn't even have to exit the guild to come into town. Sorry about that. Let's go back into the Guild of Mages. If I can remember where it was. It was somewhere around here. Because we didn't go far. So in Caldera, we didn't even have to leave the fast travel place. Let's go look for the book.
May I help you?
Since the books are meant to be hidden, it wouldn't surprise me if it was in this little storeroom area. There we go. We got it. And then just like that, time to save again. And we will go mark it on my checklist. And now we gotta get back into the Mages Guild. Find our way back to the Mages Guild so we can teleport to Aldrune. I'm gonna do Vivek last, and I got a reason for doing Vivek last. So we got a long way to go before we get to Vivek.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
But we gotta go back to the fast travel person in this guild.
Hello.
Over to Aldrune.
I hope you won't take too much of my time.
Yes, Outlander.
What do you want?
Yes, Outlander,
I
what
forget
do you
which person
want?
was the fast travel person.
I suppose I have a moment.
I
What
remember
is
coming
it?
down the stairs when I left the town. So.
Hello. I hope you won't take too much of my time. Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Ah, there we are.
Greetings.
Let's go to Aldrone. And in Aldrone, we're going to exit the Mages Guild and go to, well, let's get out of the Mages Guild first. One step at a time.
Is there something I can do for you?
I don't
I see
remember the
you.
way out of this place.
Hello.
It's been a long time since I've come here to the
Yes,
Aldrone
Outlander.
Mages Guild.
What
Yes,
do you want?
Outlander, what do you want?
And I mean a really long
That
time.
was the strangest book I've ever read.
This isn't a place I explore often. I've been doing a lot of Tamriel Rebuilt lately. Last couple of years. Okay, where's the way out of this place? I hope this is it.
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
There we go. We found our way out of the labyrinth. Now it says here, the Aldrune book is into Vaso Beleth, the smith.
Friend.
The thing I know about him is we need to head towards the middle of town. And the dust storm is still going on strong. Here's our houses here. If I remember correctly, the smith is in the back of the Manor District. Let's go up here and go around the Manor District for a while. I hate when the guards walk in my way like that. Don't you? Alright, I think the smith is somewhere out down here. There he is, there's the smith. We'll go in here and look for the book. And it's right there. Didn't have to search hard at all once we found it. We're about a quarter of the way through now. Alright, we are going to go back to the Silk Strider now. We are going to go to... Let's... Okay, so that town is on the fast travel. I thought it wasn't. Okay. Let's go to Gnisis, actually. We're going to go to Gnisis. And in Gnisis, we got to go to the barracks.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Alright, I don't want to fall, so I have to make sure I come down the correct side from this platform.
Probably nothing.
We need to find the barracks. Okay, I think that's the temple over there. Is this the barracks over here? Oh, that's the trade house. Ah, here we are, the barracks. We gotta go find the book that's in this building.
Welcome. What may I do for you?
You're having an issue with the game sound? It's coming out quiet on my end. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm getting no sound over here.
Try that. Anyway, somewhere in this building is the book for this town. It's not this room. There's no books in that room. I get the feeling that the Imperial Guards don't really like to read all that much. And the books aren't in containers.
Keep moving. Greetings.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Maybe I'm in the wrong area. Well, if you don't find where you're looking for, of course you're in the wrong area.
Do you want something from me?
Alright. Somewhere in this building, there is the next book for the book for this town. Okay, that's the door to exit the town.
Do you want something from me?
Ah, there it is. Let's grab it. We're moving right along. That's the 7th book already. And we will save. Because I'm paranoid about saving after every town for such a long run. Normally I'm not this paranoid about saving. Let's do our checklist. We got Gnesis. Book number 7 of 23. We're moving right along. Alright, where should I go next? Back to the Strider, that's for sure. Those cliff racers we encountered on the way to Ghostgate taught us that we should always use fast travel when it is available.
Where would you like to go?
And we're going to go to Saran. And in Saran, we're looking for Decel's House of Earthly Delights. Which, if I remember correctly, has dancing girls inside of it. Alright, guess we gotta come into town proper. Outfitter, that's not where we want to go. Here it is. The House of Earthly Delights. And somewhere in here, there will be a book. And it looks like we found the dancing girls, but that's not why we're here. Let's look for the book. Not terribly out of the way. They didn't even try to hide the book in this town.
Go ahead.
That was a quick find. Quicker than anticipated. So you know what we have to do now. We have to come up here and update our list. We're about a third of the way through now. And now we're going to... We're going to find our way back to the Strider. I don't remember how to get to the Strider from here, though. You know what? Here's an easy way to get back to the Strider. We're just gonna go back to Saint Denis. Because we actually want to go down the west coast of the island now. Hitting all the little fishing villages.
Keep moving.
So we're gonna go to this first signpost and head towards Narmak and Laod. You can see we're starting to fill up our map with settlements. Yeah, keep going down this path. I do want to do some random running around in the wilderness. That's the only reason I'm doing this. We're gonna skip Tarheel. He's not important to our story for today. You call her falling asleep again? There, we're definitely not on a path right now. I don't think. But hey, what's this random place in the middle of nowhere? Ancestral, too. Small, out of the way, and we've definitely lost the path. But here's a signpost. Narmak, Laod. Looks like we took a little shortcut. Okay. We'll just keep going. And here's another look at my character, because I haven't shown you her since the beginning. I think this is the way I want to go. I lost the path. Okay, there's the dead thing. Let's keep going this way. And pray it's the correct way. Okay. Okay, I'm lost. Let's go back to doing things the easy way. We're going back to doing things the easy way, because I got lost. We're going to go back to the Silt Strider. Let's go over to Molag Mar. And in Molag Mar, we're looking for a place called the Pilgrim's Rest.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Molag Mar is basically a single Vivec-style canton on its own in the middle of nowhere. There is a mod that transforms the outside of Molag Mar to make it look nicer without affecting the interiors. But I don't seem to have it set up on this install. But I think the picture in the linking book was done from an installation which did have the mod set up. Temple, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the Pilgrim's Rest. And I have no idea if it's up top or if it's inside. Veteran Stronghold. That's not what we want. That's the temple we just looked at. St. Velothi. Let's try looking inside. There it is, the Pilgrim's Rest. So somewhere in
I've got a
here,
few minutes
How
if
may I
you need
help
the
you?
next book is. Hiding under the bed. And yes, it looks like this mod was made. This picture was taken on an installation that does have the Molag Mar beautification mod. That's why it looks nothing like the city we're actually in. Alright, so this is where we go up to go to the Strider. Let's save the game. Mark off Molag Mar. And we're going to go up to the Strider. So as for Strider towns, we only have Margan and Cool and Vivec. And Vivec we're doing last. So let's go over to Margan next.
Where would you like to go?
And of course, it's another ash storm. The only thing more annoying than the ash storms are the cliff racers. So in Margan, we're looking for the outpost. This is another tiny little village. Here's the outpost right up front. And I think it's in the basement here, if I remember correctly. I hear snoring again. Is my stream really that boring? Alright, there's the linking book. We didn't have to look much at all. Let's take
May
the
I
book.
help you?
And that was a quick find. I know, but you're snoring on stream.
Can't help it.
Alright, that's book number 10, if I'm not mistaken.
The snoring isn't coming through on the monitor, just so you know.
I hope not. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that should be 10. Let me just check it in game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we've got 10 books so far. Only 13 left to go. And there's only one more Silt Strider town left. So let's go back up to the Strider. And we're going to go over to Cool. And then we'll take the boats up and down the west coast. And there's one more fast travel settlement on the west coast, and then we'll take the boats over to the east coast and go on do those settlements. So let's go to Cool first. And Cool, the book is in Thongar's trade house.
Why walk when you can ride?
Which is the only building of note in this whole village, because this is there's a few of these tiny villages on the west coast. I think that's the trade house right there. No, that's the subway building. That's another mod. Somebody built trains underground in Morrowind. Let's keep running towards the village itself, instead of away from the village like I was doing a moment ago. There's the Silt Strider. Here's the village. We're looking for the trade house. And inside this trade house, there should be the next linking book. Right there! That took 2 seconds. There's not much to see in this village, so we'll move right along. Next book we'll be more than halfway officially. Let's just take a look at my list real quick. So we need
Only halfway?
Let's see, Narmak Law Ode. Yeah. So we need to hit Narmak and Law Ode, and then we gotta go back down to the docks so we can hit those 2 villages real quick. And then we gotta walk to Al-Balathi, unfortunately. And I forget where the boat is for this town. Well, there's a boat, but there's not a guy in front of it, so it's not the boat. If I remember correctly, all 3 of these western villages have boats, but I could be mistaken on that. It's been a while since I've had any reason to come to this side of the map. Ah, there's the guy. He's a Khajiit. Nice. Oh. He's not the guy. He just goes to Solstheim. Is this who I want?
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Travel options here. Narmak. Bon Malur. That's the mainland. Let's go out to Narmak, because that's part of this quest. And in Narmak, we're looking for Arena Manor. Let me just make sure that there's travel to La Ode when I need to. Why did my guy just jump in the water? I should say my girl. I'll tell you what we'll do, because that was not supposed to happen. Where do I have a boat? None of these towns have boats. Except Cool. We'll go back to Cool and take it back to Narmak. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to fall in the water. So we just wasted a couple minutes.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
I suppose I don't have a moment. How's that sound? Why do I keep jumping in the water all of a sudden? Well, Shayna does like our little pool at home, so there's that. Let's try this again. And this will give me travel to La Ode. Okay. So that's good to know. And in La Ode, in Narmak, where we are now, we're looking for Arena Manor, which I think is this fancy building in the back of town here. Yep, let's go in and take a look. There's a lot of these broken symbols all over the place. Book can be anywhere, but not in containers. So let's keep looking. A storage room. This would be a perfect place for a book to hide. But I don't see anything down here. Let's keep looking. There it is. Let's take our book. And now we're gonna record. We're gonna record our book. We are officially just over halfway. We're going to La Ode next. Let's go back into town and get back on the docks. If you get a snore, go in the other room, Hugh. So we have 11 books left to find. We're moving right along.
Is there something you need?
Yes, I need to travel to Hla'od. And in Hla'od, we're looking for Fat Legs Drop-Off. This
Go ahead,
is
Outlander. What do you need?
another little tiny village on the west coast.
Is there something I can do for you?
Now let's find the drop-off. It's right here. Ah,
Can I help
clever.
you out?
Look, it's hiding under the table. Let's go ahead and use it. And we got through that village pretty quickly. "13 books so far. Let's see what's next. Velothi should be the next thing we hit. We have 10 books left. Velothi is the next one. Which of these villages is the farthest up the coast? Nicest. Cool. So we actually, to get to Velothi, we want to go back to Cool. Velothi is a coastal settlement with no fast travel, so we're going to have to walk there. Let's follow the coast.
Is there something you need?
I'd rather do it on paths if I can, though. Let's get on the path, I think. And head northwest. Now that's heading east. This is the way I want to go. Okay, I'm running around in circles. But for where we're going, there is no fast travel. Maybe it's this. I forget if it's this way or this way, though.
Cull is an unusual stop for tourists.
Maybe it is farther down the coast this way. Let's stay on the path and look for signposts. That's always the best way to do searching out settlements that don't have fast travel. We're going to keep running down the path looking for a sign. We're looking for a signpost. Help! We're lost! There's a signpost. Velothi, this way. So I was mistaken about its precise location. Let's keep following the signs. I don't know why they put in towns without fast travel, but they did. So here we are, running through wilderness again. Excuse me a moment. Go to the bed. Or stop snoring.
I can't help it, and I am not going to lie down in bed. In your bed, just for you to kick me out when you're drunk. You never hurt more than halfway through.
Watch how you talk. Remember you're on stream. But your snoring was getting loud. And I guarantee everyone could hear it.
All with 2 people?
2 people is still people. And it's distracting to me, the player. The signpost says we're still going the right way, so let's cross this bridge.
Oh, make that 3. I bet you snow on this side.
Alright. Keep going this way, through the wilderness. You should have one of your coffees or your drink or something.
I'm not having coffee now. Not within an hour before bed.
Al-Balathi, I think we just found it. Here we are. In Al-Balathi, we're looking for the outpost building, which is right here. Al-Balathi is pretty tiny. In fact, I almost never come here. So we're going to take a quick little peek around the village before we move on. Very quick little peek. There's nothing much to see down here. Somewhere in this building. Let me just see what this ladder does. This ladder puts us on top of the building. Kind of a little guard tower view. Okay. Nice little balcony overlook for a village that isn't really worth noting having a balcony overlook for.
Is there something I can do
Looks
for
like
you?
there's a book back here. We found it. Alright, let's go here. We got Al-Balathi. And now we're going to, yeah, like I said, this is probably the tiniest of all 4 of the little West Coast fishing villages. So now we're gonna take the boat. We're gonna go back to Cool, and we're gonna take the boat over to Dagon Fell.
Friend.
Right, we gotta go to the dock. Sorry, I blinked for a moment. I'm getting tired also. But there's still 9 books to go, so can't go to bed just yet. Going to Dagon Fell.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do
Is
you
there
need?
something I can do for you?
And in Dagon Fell, we need to go to the End of the World Renter Rooms. So So there's a little hotel slash inn in this little Nordic village. Let me show you where we are. We're at the very northern tip of Vardenfell. This village is mostly Nordic. Skyrim settlers settling on the northern tip of Morrowind. Don't know how that happened historically, but it happened, so here we are. We need to find End of the World. There's the trader. Here's the End of the World. And we need to find the part of End of the World called Renter Rooms. Oh. There it is. And somewhere in this cell is the next book.
You've got the better of me. So go ahead. What's
Is
this
that it?
all about?
Right there. Yep, we got it. And now we're gonna move over to the 5 Telvanni village towns now. But before we go over to the Telvanni, hold on. Let's go ahead and mark that on our list. So we've got 8 books left. Dagon Fell was a bit quicker than I anticipated, which is a good thing. So we've got 8 books left to find. The 5 ones in Telvanni territory, and then Ebenheart and Vivec. But before we do that, we are going to take a short little break. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, and I'm back. So we are going to continue now. We are now going to go over to the Telvanni side of the map. There's another look at our nice young hero. We are going to go over to the boat. So we have 5 books to pick up from Telvanni towns. Those are the mushroom cities on the east coast. Looks like we're starting our journey in Tel Mora, because that's the only one available from this dock. And in Tel Mora, we're looking
Yes,
for
Outlander.
Rodrus
What
the
do you
Smith.
want?
So this is Tel Mora. At the center of each Telvanni town is a wizard's tower, shaped like a giant mushroom. Because the Telvanni are weird like that. Trader. And of course I fell into the water and have to start this town all over. I seem to have trouble with falling into the water today. Have you noticed that, Pew Caller? Have you noticed that? Alright, let's try this again. Here's some nice flat ground to walk up onto. If nothing else, it gives us a better view of the shape, of the size and shape of this little mushroom village. This is one of the smaller ones. Let's try this again. There's the trader. That's a house. I'm almost certain it's that guard walking up and down who pushed me off the path, and I didn't just fall off on my own. Apothecary. This is Telvanni, so I wouldn't really be surprised if that was the case. Here's the smith. Let's go inside. The book is in here somewhere.
How may I help you?
Many children to it. I do.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh, that wasn't too hard once we came out of the water and found our way into the village. There's our book. We have our first Telvanni book. Now, let's save. And I forgot to switch the input, silly me. Alright. Sorry, guys. Tell you what, you didn't get to see Telmora, so we're gonna run around village randomly for a minute, and I'll show you where the book was. Sorry, I'm getting...
Is there something you need?
That shows you how tired I'm getting. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is a quick little run-through of the village. Looks like that goes up to part of the tower.
Is there something you need?
These guards better stop pushing me, or there's going to be some issues. I really don't want to have to make some trouble. Because we're here for an Easter egg hunt tonight. We are not here to fight tonight. So yeah, let me show you. The place where the book was in this town was right in this little mushroom house here. And the book was under this hammock right there. Now that I've showed you that, we can actually move on. Let's go find the boat. Alright, there's a boat out of town. Is that the one with the travel? No, I don't see a guide on it. Let's keep looking around these boats. I know that there's fast travel in this town.
Is there something you need?
Yes, I need to find the boat. Here's a staircase that goes right down into the water. What purpose does that serve? Probably swimming out of the water if you fall in when the guards push you. Is this the travel person? Yeah. Alright, from here we're gonna go to... Let's do Tel Brenora next. And in Tel Brenora we're gonna look for the lower tower. So it looks like we're going into the actual big mushroom itself for this town.
May I help you?
Alright, let's take note of where we are. Let's get... Alright. Where's the actual village? The dock was down there, but where's the actual village? It's easy to get lost in Telvanni lands. Alright, it looks like the tower's over there. So I came off the wrong way from the docks. Yep, that looks like Telvanni village. We just gotta find our way over to the tower now.
Where's your list?
Oh, good point. I'm in the wrong Morrowind view. There we go. Thank you for noticing that. And while we're here, I forgot to check off Tel Mora. We're already into Tel Brenora. I am getting tired. Okay, but we still got a few more books to find. Thanks for noticing that, Q. I would have gone this whole second portion without my list.
Oh, we're up to 16? What did you just find?
I found Tel Mora. We're in Tel Brenora right now. We're trying to find out how to get into the lower tower. I have a feeling we're moving... Yeah, we're moving away from the tower.
You know what a tell is, right?
A mushroom?
Well, that's what it looks like in this, but no. A tell is basically a mound of earth that results from civilizations building on top of previous civilizations.
Alright, we found the lower tower.
The most famous tell in real life happens to be a major city in Israel.
Well, yeah, but this is Morrowind. Tells are a little bit different here.
I know, but I think the naming custom came from that.
Possibly. But hey, look, this is what the inside of Tel Brenora Tower looks like. And we found the book already. That's good. We found it so quickly. Now let's get onto this flat floor so we can go ahead and do our thing. And we're gonna save, mark the checklist. And we've only got 3 more Telvanni books to go. We did Tel Brenora. Alright. Now let's find our way to the boat. I don't remember where the boat is in in this town. Over there, I think. Because you can see that boat over there.
I think there's the boat because you can see it.
Yeah. Alright, one last look at Tel Brenora Tower over there. And then let's go sailing. Oh, Tel Brenora doesn't have any of the places we need to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our Tel Mora book to go back to that dock. Because that dock had all the places we need to go. So we're going to travel this time to Tel Arun. And in Tel Arun, we're looking for the underground. So there's Tel Arun Tower right there. But we're not going into the tower. We're looking for a place called the underground. And you notice these Telvanni docks all look alike. Just like those villages on the west coast that all look the same. But you'll notice when we get to the last two, they're a little different. Oh, you can see Ghost Gate from here. Look, do you see that mountain in the middle with the blue fence? Yeah, so according to the map, we are here. And yeah, so yeah. We're actually not that far off from Red Mountain right now. And here is the underground. It looks like somehow they did a mushroom interior under the ground. They must be growing the mushrooms in Tel Arun underground. Hence the name Underground. Looks like a little cavern here.
You seem worthy of my knowledge.
This looks like a secret slave market, doesn't it?
May I help you?
Well, the Telvanni are known for
So what's this about?
taking slavery.
I'm listening.
How can
And
I
look,
help you?
look what's at the bottom of the slave market. We found our mark.
I don't care for those elves.
Go ahead.
So you know what we do when we find a book. We're saving that. Five books left. We are going to go find the docks first. That's a good move, I think, is to find the docks. So we can go on and get the next book. Looks like we have to take a short swim to get to the dock. I'm okay with that. Okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? Actually, it looks like that's the next settlement already. We're just gonna take a quick swim across this channel here. And we're gonna try not to go near that slaughterfish. We don't want to get chased. Actually, we don't want to hit that settlement quite yet. Let's go back to Tel Arun. I had got lost looking for the Tel Arun dock, so we're just gonna go back to the Tel Mora dock again. And And this time we're going to take it to go to Voss. Voss is a unique Telvanni city because instead of
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
You'll see what I mean in a little bit once we go a little more inland. This right here is Tel Voss, but there's also Voss. Voss is this little farming town right up here, and Tel Voss, you'll see, right across the path from Voss is Tel Voss, which is this old imperial ruin with mushrooms growing out of it. I'll show you real quick. There's Tel Voss right here. You can see how the mushroom tree grows through this old imperial fort. And then right across the way, you see over here this village. This is Voss proper. This is a little farming village. Again with the Telvanni mushrooms. But the book for Voss and Tel Voss is actually inside a ship at the dock. So we have to go back to the dock. If I remember how to actually get there from the town. Looks like we're moving in the wrong direction. Alright, we're back. Let's look at the various pathings. Okay, where's the boat? We'll come down and look along the coast for where the boat is. Because I lost my way. There's a boat over there. Is that the boat that I need to go to, though, is the question. We're looking for a boat called Falvillo's Endeavor. Not to be confused with the HMS Endeavor, which is the fastest boat in the Caribbean, apparently. Except the Black Pearl, but... Alright. Falvillo's Endeavor. We're at the right boat, but we want to go to the cabin, which is on this side. And since boat interiors are tiny, it shouldn't be too difficult to find our book. There it is. And you know what we do when we find a book? Only 4 books left. We're gonna go next to the big Telvanni city. We are going to
Go ahead, Outlander.
go back down to the boat. If I remember how to get there. Okay, it's down there. Do I dare jump? Yeah, there we go. That's one quick way to get to the boat. And we are going to make another travel because we've still got 4 books left to go. We are traveling.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Ah, it's not on this list. So we're gonna boat back to Tel Arun, and then we're going to take that boat up to Sadrith Mora. Sadrith Mora is the biggest of the Telvanni towns on the east coast. Unless, of course, you count the Tamriel Rebuilt province mod. But for purposes of this mod, that doesn't count. So we are now at the Sadrith Mora dock. There's Sadrith Mora. And the Imperials have a settlement at Sadrith Mora called Wolverine Hall, which I don't think we need to go to for this book quest. No, it says we need to go to Tel Naga Great Hall, which is the main Telvanni Tower in Vardenfell. There's the gateway in. I think we have to cut through here in order to actually get into the city, though. No, I messed that up. I know that there's a door we have to go behind. Yep, it's through here. You have to go through this little tunnel.
Outlander. What do you need?
And there it is. The tower up ahead. And that little Imperial fort over there is called Wolverine Hall. And that houses the Mages Guild for Sadrith Mora. But we don't need to go over there. We need to get into the big mushroom for this one. Which means I need to find the start of the path that goes up. Alright, there's I think that's where we want to be. Or maybe not. That's not the pathway proper into the mushroom. There are some nice views up here, though. Okay, how do we get into this mushroom? Alright, I see where the path starts. I think this is the path. Tel Naga Great Hall, that's where we want to be. And this place is huge. So it might take us a little bit to find the book. This place also has confusing geometry, as does a lot of the Telvanni areas. Because, you know, mushrooms and stuff. Ah, a Grand Soul gem. I'm sure that that's somebody's property. We gotta keep running around this great hall, exploring until we find the thing.
Is there something you need?
And try our best not to get stuck on geometry, because that can happen in Telvanni mushrooms. If memory serves me correctly, I don't remember. I don't have any memories of this book. I have no idea where it could be. We'll just have to keep exploring. Hey, Q caller. If you see, if while I'm running around, you happen to see a red book, get my attention. Okay? Ah, I think we just found it. I was about to give up too. There we go. Look at that majestic tower. Alright, let's do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 17, 20. Guess what? There's 3 books left. Let's go ahead and get saved up. We are done in Telvanni territory. We are going to go over now to Ebenheart, the capital of Imperial domination in Morrowind. Let's do... We have 20 books. We got Sadrith Mora, the biggest Telvanni city. It's actually not the biggest Telvanni city in this installation, though. Just the biggest in vanilla. We are going to Ebenheart. If the boat guide will let us. Oh, there's a fisherman. Actually, it looks like a fisherwoman. Alright, let's travel. He doesn't have Ebenheart. Okay, go back to Telmora, because Telmora had all the boats.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
There we go. Ebenheart. And in Ebenheart, the book will be in the Argonian mission. So we don't actually have to go into the fort proper. Or I mean the castle. And Ebenheart is an actual castle. Here you go. But first, let's take a moment to admire this dragon statue.
Anything I can do?
The symbol of Imperial might. And now let's go into Ebenheart village and find the Argonian mission. Six fishes, that's not where we want.
Go ahead.
Skyrim mission? People, stop blocking my path, please.
Do you need something?
To be fair, this is what it's like every time I go to Target or Walmart. People blocking my path all the time. It's really annoying. You notice how people, when they go shopping at Target and Walmart, they just park their carts in the middle of the aisle when they're looking for what they want, so that nobody can get by? What's the point of blocking whole aisles? I've never understood that. Argonian mission. Here we are. Here we see a bunch of lizard people running around.
Hello.
And we gotta look for the book. Where would the Argonians hide a book?
What do you want?
A magical book they don't understand. In plain sight, apparently. There it is. And look, the picture even shows the beautiful dragon statue. Let's go ahead and do our thing. Guess what? 2 books left. And the 2 books that are left are the hardest. And you'll see why in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and do our checklist. And I actually don't want to fast travel this one. because Evenheart is so close to Vivek. Vivek, the biggest city in Vanilla Morrowind. We're about to do a little adventure into Vivek. In about 1 minute. We're just going to pause here for a moment while I scratch an itch. Alright, let's go on. We're going to go down the path, and we're going to look for the signposts to Vivek. And Vivek is such a huge city that I actually put 2 books in Vivek. And I don't even need a signpost, because you can see Vivek right over there. So the first Vivek book is in the Foreign Quarter. The part of Vivek they can just walk to right up from the path to Evenheart. It looks like I was going away from it. So we're going to go into Vivek Foreign Quarter and grab the first of the 2 books in the city. I think I have to go out of Evenheart on the other side to do this. This is our last chance to see a little tiny bit of wilderness. So that's why I want to walk this time. But it looks like I did go the wrong way again, so we were going the right way the first time. Let's take a little swim, get back up on the coast over here. And that's what my character looks like when swimming. We want to keep going that way. That way we shall. Keep running and running and running towards Vivek. This is our last chance to see a little bit of nature tonight, so we're milking it. And I still don't think I'm going quite the right way, because we're not seeing... No, I'm not using the flight ring. I'm not going to cheese this little adventure. Alright, we're right up at Vivek. We just gotta see where the bridge is from the... So in other words, we gotta find ourselves back to the path and look for the signposts. You know what? We're lost. Again. So... we are going to... just go back to Evenheart and take the boat. Two books left, but they're in the biggest city of all. So we still got a few more minutes of content here. Let's get onto one of these boats and do some traveling. Vivek Foreign Quarter, that's where I want to go. And did I read correctly that boatman had Satanin? Satanin doesn't have boat travel, so it must be one of my mods that does that. Okay, that's good to know. Actually, I'm kind of curious now. Let me just check that out real quick. So, because if Satanin does have a boat now, that'll be good to know for future runs. Okay, it just goes back to the dock from the... Yeah, it just goes back to the dock where I came off the prison boat at the beginning of the game. But for some reason, he's claiming not to be able to see me. Okay, so there is a boat to Satanin, but it's one way. Interesting to note that.
I think that cabin brings.
Alright, back up to the Silt Strider. We'll take that to go back to Vivek. Or we could even hard book, or really any boat book, and boat back to Vivek, but we're right here by the Silt Strider, so let's just do that. We're gonna go up, take our Silt Strider.
Where would you like to go?
Because we haven't done Silt Striders in a while. So let's go to Vivek. And from here, we're going to go into Foreign Quarter. And in Foreign Quarter, we are going to be looking for Jobash's rare books.
Same low price.
We are going to the bookshop. There it is, Vivek Foreign Quarter, straight up ahead. The big city. Vivek is as close as Vanilla Morrowind gets to New York. But there's even bigger cities on the mainland in the Tamriel Rebuilt project. Not all completed, though. I do not remember how to get to Jabash's books, so we're going to have to do a little bit of exploration up here.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Enchanter. That's not what we want.
Do you need something?
I do not remember where Jabash's books is, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of exploring. Upper Wasteworks. It could be the Upper Wasteworks that I want. Not 100% sure. Canal Works, I think, is too deep. So let's go ahead and try. I don't know where I'm going, so... I mean, I've been to Jabash's books many, many times, but it's been a few years. So there's actually 4 different booksellers in Morrowind. One's in Aldrune, one's in Belmora, and 2 of them, including Jobasha, are in Vivek. I do not know which section of Vivek the other bookstore is in.
Move along.
You want me to move along, but then you stand in my way. So what is it, guard? How do you prefer?
What words do you have for me, citizen?
I have no words for you. I just don't want you to stand in my way while I try and find where I'm going. I'm thoroughly, totally lost now. You know, I think we were supposed to be in the lower wasteworks. So let's go back down. Less. And let's look at the map real quick and see if I got a marker yet. Okay, I see what Let's see if I do enough running around, maybe I'll paint a marker. Yep, I painted a marker. I have a rough idea where I need to go now.
Go
Hey,
on
Q-Caller,
about
wake
your
up. You might want to
business.
see this next little bit. Here we are, Jobasha's Rare Books. Hey, Q-Caller, you might want to see this bit. This is the second to last book. And you're about to see why this one is so hard. Do you see why finding this last book might be difficult, Glenn? Q-Caller? Do you see?
You're in somebody's library.
This is a rare bookshop. And the book is going to be on one of these shelves. Almost indistinguishable from all the other books. And the other Vivek book is in a library as well. So that book's going to be... And that library I think is bigger and has even more books. So, yeah. These last two might be a pain.
Good hunting.
There's Jobasha himself. Or herself, you can't really tell with Khajiits. Vivek and Mafala. But as you saw, all the linking books have the same cover, so... If we can find that particular cover, we can find the book itself. Vivek Foreign Quarter Link Book. We found it, guys! That wasn't as hard as I thought. So let's go ahead and use it. We have one book left. So, let's find the bridges down. Let's find the bridges that will take us south into the rest of Vivek. Actually, let's take the gondolas. They'll save us a little bit of time, I think. If we can find the gondola dock. Or we could just take the bridge over. I'll go around one more time. If I don't see where we get off to go to the gondola, then I'm just gonna go. Oh, there it is. We are gonna travel to the Temple District. Because the last book is in the Temple District. We're going to the Library of Vivek. And you'll notice the Temple District does not look the same as all the other cantons. It has a distinct appearance. This is basically the Morrowind's equivalent of the Vatican right here. And the library is somewhere in this section. I have a feeling we're in the wrong corridor. Somewhere in one of these corridors is the library we're going for. Okay, this is where I just was. Is it down here, maybe? No, this looks like an office of some kind.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Okay, what am I not doing right? Oh, I think we're on the upper level. I think the library is on the lower level of this office structure. We are looking for the library. That's the offices. It's nice how these cantons are laid out such that they keep you running around like lost.
Tidings.
Hall of Wisdom. Office of the Watch. Ordinator Barracks. Let's go bust the Ordinator Barracks for a little bit.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
I want you to tell me where the library is.
Go ahead, Outlander, what do you need?
The library! Okay, I guess we won't find the library running around
Is
the
there
barracks
something
randomly.
you need?
Can't you tell I'm a little tired? Alright. How do we get out of this place? Okay, it looks like the door's on the other side. Somehow I got lost in here. Seriously, where is the door? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. We found our way out of there, at least. Temple. Remember we saw the door for Hall of Wisdom a little bit ago? Maybe the library's on that side of
What is it,
the
citizen?
temple. Let's try that theory. Makes sense, because the library is where all the knowledge is. You're snoring again, Q.
You're stalling the last book.
I am not stalling intentionally. Maybe I'm stalling, but it's not intentional. Library of Vivek. This is where we want to be.
Is there something you need? What do you want?
And as you can see, books, books, and more books. And if we take the wrong one, all these ordinators are going to start running at us.
Go ahead,
and all
Outlander.
these
What
temple
do you
mages. And we're still technically level 1. Our defense ring won't protect us from their spells that much.
Is there something you need?
So we gotta look around and not tap until we see the right cover. We're not touching anything
What do you
till
think
we
of our
find
city,
the correct
Outlander?
book. And it's right there! I thought it'd be a lot harder. And as you can see from the picture, Vivek Temple Linking Book. As you can see from the picture, the shot even captures the Ministry of Truth. Let's go ahead and teleport. Let's do our thing. Let's do our other thing. Q caller, do you see what the checklist says? Yeah, so let's go ahead and do something special for the end game. Because we're not going to fall from the sky. Instead, I have a special exit plan for this character. We're going to hop over here to Vivek Palace and pay a visit to a living god. No. We are going to cheese the console a little bit for this. We're going to pay a visit to a living god. And there he is.
You have come uninvited. I have nothing to say to you.
Hey, don't be rude. Just because you're a god doesn't mean that I can't do this. With this character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore a save game to restore the Weave of Fate, or persist in the doomed world you have created. Funny story, nothing's actually gonna happen. You think you're a god, and yet you die so easily. And we'll take your unique flamer artifact, and that is where we will end the stream. So we're going to come back over into the studio, and we're going to set us into the splash screen. And I'm going to go over to Twitch and see if there's any... Let me finish killing the Morrowind game. I'm going to come over to Twitch and see if there's anyone I want to raid tonight. Oh, you know who's streaming tonight? Bob Ross, back from the dead. We are going to go raid Bob Ross, and you can watch paintings and landscapes come to life before your eyes. I think you'll enjoy him. I used to watch him with my grandma back in the day. Alright, let's do this. Raid Bob Ross. And it says we cannot raid that channel. And none of the musician channels I follow are actually on right now. Let's search for somebody to raid. Alright, I'm pulling up a search so I can find someone to raid. Because apparently you cannot raid Bob Ross. Another channel I follow is doing marbles, but I kind of like to raid musician streams.
One carry or one mid if it's going.
Let's take a look. I don't really like searching out new musician channels for a raid because I already followed a lot of musicians, and when I raid someone I feel like I have to follow them. So I have a list of musicians that I basically never get to listen to because they all play at the same time. So instead of a musician stream tonight, we're just going to raid Baxcast. He's playing marbles on stream, which is always a fun time. So let's raid him instead. And it says the channel is intended for mature, but that's fine with me because it's late at night. Let's go ahead and go over there. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll probably stream again in a couple days. Happy Easter and have a good night.
People get trophy case time.